Now, many times people say, well, why can't you just convince people to keep Torah and mitzvot by telling them about the good things? The very same Chachamim that have taught us this teaches as follows. Well, you see, when you teach people that they should do mitzvot because they understand the benefit in it, you're only asking for trouble. Because you're asking them to follow the mitzvot because they believe they can understand God's reasoning. Following the mitzvot, because of that, is a trap of the Satan. One of the Avrichim that we know said a story himself. Some time ago, they convinced his cousin to start keeping family purity between her and her husband, to go to the mikveh. He said, well, I'm not really religious. Well, it's okay. Religious, not religious is good for you. How could it be good for me? Well, create Shalom Bayit. All right. Oh, if it's for Shalom Bayit, that's good. So she started keeping family purity, going to the mikveh once a month, because it'll create Shalom Bayit. Well, as you would have it, she started keeping that. Before you know it, she got pregnant. HaShem sent the blessing. But then, after 9 months, the water broke, and she's ready to give birth. And there she finds out that the moment that happened, her dear husband can no longer hold her hand, can no longer touch her. She's considered nida. When she heard this, she said, wait a minute, what are you talking about? You said this whole family purity stuff is to create Shalom Bayit, to create peace between me and him. So I need him to hold my hand while I'm giving birth. Well, the religious people in her family said, no, that's not, this one thing has not to do with the other. This is the halacha. HaShem didn't tell us that we have to keep family purity because of Shalom Bayit. That's just one of the benefits in it. He told us to keep family purity because he told us to keep family purity. He commanded. He's the king. No, I don't accept it. If it's for the sake of Shalom Bayit, then Shalom Bayit means that my husband is allowed to hold my hand. And she decreed things that are against the Torah. The same thing goes when people say, listen, keep Shabbat because it's a time for you to rest. You get a major benefit. Look, you work 6 days, on a 7th day you rest. What's better than a vacation once a week? What about the fact that God obligated him? No, let's just convince him to do it. You're asking for trouble. You're falling for the trap of the Satan. Why? Because after a little while, you say, yeah, you know what? I really like relaxing. I really like relaxing on Shabbat. I enjoy it. Have some food. Relax. Great. But this week I can't do it. What do you mean? I got to work. But don't worry. I got to work this weekend. I'll work on Shabbat. But don't worry. I'm going to rest on Sunday. No. You're not understanding. The rest part is on Shabbat. I understand it's on Shabbat. I get it. I just can't do it this Shabbat, so I'll just rest on Sunday. Do you know why he did that? Because you fell for the Satan's trap and convinced him to keep Shabbat because of resting, instead of convincing him to keep Shabbat because God commanded it. And resting is just one of the benefits. We are meant to be a light unto the nations, not to follow their misguided practices. Remember, every Jew has to remember that he's a Jew and she's a Jew. We don't celebrate non-Jewish holidays, even if they seem harmless. It's a zilzul, disrespect to the Torah, and could lead to Chilul HaShem, desecration of God's name. Stick to our holy Torah and our own holidays. That's the path of a true Jew.